In the California, it is getting bright and hot. So, what better to do than to start the video with AC? Let's get on. So right now I'm looking for ducting for AC ducts, and unfortunately the Explorer, it's all molded into the kind of the framework of the actual dash, or the air vents and stuff, so that's not going to work. But I saw a good old British Range Rover, and I think we may be able to make something, because we've got pretty flat vents and then that tubing, which obviously is flexible, and I can do whatever I want with it. Thank you, Range Rover. And there we go. Still going to keep looking around for other options, but that's a pretty good starting point. Well, that's definitely closer than I thought. They will fit, not by much. So yeah, so something like that. 2 cold, blasting AC vents. Game on. We're getting there slowly. What it starts as, and then what it ends up as, with a lot of slow filing with a finger sander. There we go. Next one. Okay, so everything's mocked up. Obviously, those are the holes that have just been cut. Now, that door you can see behind there is the one that would usually be the vents that hit you in the face, and the air circulates within this area. Now, I don't have a lot of clearance or a lot of distance between this and that box, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a pair of holes, one there and one there, and they are in, and it all went surprisingly well. There you go, all working. And you know what's really surprising? So these vents are split, so you've got a direction that goes up and a direction that goes down. I don't only main 90 degree them to get one to go to the driver and the passenger and all that kind of stuff, you know. But what's actually happening now is it's throwing air up onto the actual windshield. Didn't think that was going to happen. But yeah, so that's all working. Next thing is wipers. So there you can see some of my handiwork. These are all the lighting control units and stuff like that, and I'm going to double-sided Velcro tape them there because they've got this platform, and that will work fine. So then we have the new motor is in there that you probably can't see. So we have the kit. So the motor's mounted, and then we have the kit, and as per this wiring, all I have to find is an ignition live. So that is, as per my diagram, accessory live is red, and I'm going to go off the wiring for the original wiper motor. So the accessory live is that red there. There we go, and this went into the old motor, but I'm going to be running this accessory live to the old looking switch, and I'm going to run it from the dash, and I'm probably going to put it through that hole there. I think that's the one I figured out. But yeah, so hopefully in a few hours we shall have wipers. We actually have working wipers, but that's only the half the story. Now, that one looks different. Now if you look at this, I'm obviously not too experienced on 53 wiper blades and wiper arms. It seems that that one is the passenger side. That's how it's supposed to look. This side has pulled off that splined head that's supposed to still be on that thing there. So I've ordered a repair kit, which is going to take a week. Yay. Okay, so that's that for now. Cleaned up this ridge because the old cover that was going to be on there, I'm going to fill that full of probably black Permatex after I tape these down, and then that's going to be that done. So yeah, so the wipers work off that switch. Then I've got to figure out the washers. Don't seem to ever have been any washers, but the washers are going to be on the stalk because they're through the original wiring, and I assume they're going to be mounted, I know, probably around there I assume, I have to go to scrapyard and see if I can find any like pedestal type squirters. Okay, those control units are mounted with that Velcro double-sided stuff, and now, sorry purists, we're going to be hacking the back of that. So it's basically just a cover, sit it on top of there and plonk it on a load of silicone. Lovely, no leaks. Is this the calm before the storm, or the storm before the calm? So I took the wood out and I've realised that a standard American pallet, which I was going to try and get for free, is 48 by 40 and my bed's 55 wide and 80.5 long. So pallets aren't going to work for this one, which is a bit of a bugger. So nice and dusty, yay. So I'm going to go to Anawalt now and see if we can get some wood cut. I didn't actually think I was going to have to do any more welding on the old girl, but it looks like I do. I've got a cross member there. Probably going to have to put a central one in as well, and I'm definitely going to put one up front going across there. A little bit more support needed, methinks. There are now a bunch of more supports welded in across all the way up with varying sizes of metal, because I'm not going to lie, it's Sunday and nowhere's open, so a lot of it has been got out of that pile. Now, because the actual bed itself is bowed like a woman of the night, don't know if that works, whatever. So I got the guys to cut the wood to 80.5 inches, which is the longest point of the bow of the tailgate, and I want to get it kind of close, you know, because this is bolted shut anyway, so it's not going to open. So now I'm having to start to trim it. The first 4 planks sit in perfectly, and then obviously as it comes to the end it's going to be a little curved. There we go, all the wood is cut and labelled and ready to go. I'm not going to give you the preview yet, but this is all the lattice work, and as I say, the metal is a little random, but it's all perfectly flat. Okay, it's time for Corroseal. The painting is done. Corroseal, primer, bed liner, more paint. I stuck it on for several hours last night. I just kept coming out and blasting new paint everywhere. So yay, all covered. Guess we better throw some wood on. And here we go. Look at that. Lighting's probably pretty terrible, but got the screws in line apart from the side because the lattice work of stuff underneath didn't line up, so that's fine. Now plenty of footprints before I stain it eventually. So anyway, I'll pull it out, we'll have a better look. Right now what I want to do is I bought a LED flash unit, so I'm going to put that on, and then I can get rid of these and the 2 resistors that I've got up front as well. So be able to clean this wiring up and make that look pretty. Look at her outside, how awesome does she look? In better light, let's take a closer look at the bed. All screwed down, happy days. I'm in 2 minds right now as to whether to stain or whether to just let it weather and grey, and then it really will match the truck. I'm not going to lie, I have had an issue with the rehab of my shoulder by injuring the other one, and putting this bed in yesterday did really hurt. So I think it's going to stay just like that. So yay, all flat, all good, all cut. Borrowed a jigsaw off a friend, and you know, it's as good as my woodworking gets. Also another thing, cleaned up the wiring for the rear lights, so that's a lot neater than it was. There you go. Didn't do the license plate yet, because what I thought were license plate lights were just like these weird small LED lights that shot light straight, not down, so don't work at all. So yay, what do you think? Is that enough for an episode? I think it is. AC, bed, wiring clean-up, and I'm quite sure there was other stuff as well. Mirrors, look at that, you can nearly see behind. If they didn't vibrate so badly, you would actually be able to see behind, but because they vibrate, you can, to a point. But still, Lord, does she look good. Look at that, don't you just love it when somebody drives up and ruins your sound? But anyway, that's it. Again, guys, as you know, she is for sale. So contact me if you are interested at all. I'm going to put some new contact details in the description down below, so scroll down. And if you like what you see, like the video and subscribe. And on Facebook, we've got Frame Swap Faction and Nathan's Garage for any questions you need answering. Mainly go to Frame Swap Faction because there's a ton of good guys on there. And answer the questions, so I don't think you're a robot. And answer all three, not just one. Okay guys, have a great day. Bye.